This is the Artist Entrepreneur Podcast. We are your hosts, Amanda Ritchie, Noah Dock, and me, Carrie Wee. We're three artists brought together by the love of circus and dance. Amanda from the world of Cirque du Soleil as an aerial soloist. Noah, our academic, and me from the commercial dance world. This is one of the greatest jobs in the world, but it comes with uncertainty. Each episode contains insight on how to pursue art-based businesses. We'll have a variety of guests and have lively weekly Discord. Tune in every week to hear our perspectives on the minefield that is the artist's way of life.
I'm still your boss.
Oh, yeah. No, I know. Trust me. I'll never forget that you're my boss.
Can you hear it?
Yes.
Are you sure? Because those are on your cheeks, not your ears.
What's he saying to you? Hey, Noah, I see that you took a hammock class last night.
Yeah, how was it?
How was it?
Cheater.
I forgot how much I hate hammock.
It was the sausage effect? Is that why it's squeezing you?
No, I just... okay, my apparatus was span sets, right? 2 loops. And I love that because there's no fabric. There's no, just cocooning bullshit around you all the time. And so at the end, I did what I usually do. And I was like, can I just, we were doing our jam. And I was like, can I see if I remember how to do anything? And she was like, yeah, thanks for telling me. And I tried to remember some things, and I was like, oh yeah, right. This is a roll up, and oh yeah, right. This is a hip key roll up, and this is a knee catch, and those things. I was like, that stuff I remember just fine, but the fucking anytime we were just the first half, we just did some cocoony, shapey things. And I was
because you had that fabric open choreography.
Yeah. And I was like, I hate this part.
What you get?
What you get?
Well, Amanda, you left the loft so he can no longer come take your class there.
I teach other places. He can come take other classes.
What do you mean she left the loft? She's at the loft. Are you leaving the loft? Are you gone?
But it's public now.
It's public. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. So now you have to drive. Noah, you have to drive.
But it's closer. Is this what you're saying?
Was this truly your last week that I could have taken your class at the loft?
March 25th is my last.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I still have the rest of this month. Yeah. So I better see you there.
Hold on. I'm going on.
Amanda, I feel like I'm always outing you on this podcast, and I don't know that.
You truly are.
Guys, I don't.
Well, I mean, it's not my. What'd you say?
I said maybe I shouldn't do this anymore.
Listen, no, because what happens is that you tell some people, but then the other people that you just don't happen to run into, you know what I'm saying?
The people who need to know,
right?
I don't ever post any of my things on social. I don't blast it out into the world,
Right.
And if I see you every week, All
right, you're there the 25th, right?
Look at his face. His eyes got really big.
Okay, I'm signing up for class right now.
Am I going to see you for a 3-hour Tuesday?
3 hour? It's 2 hour. Oh yeah, it is 3 hour Tuesday.
Yeah.
I mean, it'll be the last one, so.
Yeah, I'll come for 3 hour Tuesday.
Woohoo! You're the last one. Class is full. Look at that.
I know I'm the last. Trust me, I'm looking at it. I know I'm the last one.
That's amazing.
Well, also, Noah, I was in LA this same weekend. She started telling her students, and a lot of her students are my students, and a lot of her students were also left by me,
right?
Abandoned. Yeah. So they're double abandoned. So
everyone's everyone's being abandoned by the majority of this podcast, Which means that I too will abandon the loft as that happens.
Well, no, actually, more than 3/4 of this podcast has abandoned the loft because we just had Joe Penzone on last week.
That's right.
Or 2 weeks ago, and he abandoned the loft, for a job.
Long time ago.
Long time ago.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was years ago, and he's since got his master. He was getting his master's, and then since was a casting director, and then worked for Cirque du Soleil as a artistic director. So
right, yeah,
he's doing just fine.
Yeah, good for him. That's amazing.
I have a funny story that you guys will enjoy.
Okay.
So it's Tech Week here in San Antonio for my school that I am teaching at. And yes, they asked me to perform. And I thought to myself...
In the photo that you shared on...
Oh, thanks. I thought to myself, well, I don't want to... If you don't use it, you're going to lose it, Carrie. So that's part of the motivation for me saying yes. And then also I am still building my classes here, so I have to get to know the whole studio, and it's a good way to do it. But let me tell you, I am deconditioned as a performer because that act is a struggle with a double G. And I didn't choreograph it that hard. I wouldn't do that to myself.
Yeah.
It sucks to feel that way. It really does.
Oh, yeah, I feel your pain. Oh, yeah.
I mean, the thing is, if you're a professional or you call yourself professional, you have to have at least one thing on your side. Dynamic, like beautiful transitions. You have to have something. And I don't have a crazy bendy back, so I have to have fun transitions. I have to be graceful, and I have to keep moving. Like if you're a student, there's more forgivingness for like sitting in a footlock and just breathing. To try to survive.
Yeah.
Isn't that the go-to? Like, if you're struggling or can't do anything with your student, just sit in your footlock, take a breath,
and then do a bullshit arm, one to the right and one to the left. But I can't get away with that, so
you just go in the cocoon, make weird shapes.
Yeah, I can't get away with that. So I'm trying to do a real act, not like a crazy hard one. But then I also find out yesterday in tech rehearsal that the fabrics are kind of slick.
Oh, no.
And I'm like to one of the other teachers, I was like, is it just me or is it slick? She's like, yeah, Dara decided she didn't want to bring all the fabrics over here dirty. To the theater.
Oh no!
I was like, "What a bitch! Who does that? That's so underground,
shady,
sabotage." Yeah, for the entire studio. I mean, I'm using the same fabric my students are.
Don't call your boss that.
Oh, sorry, Bean. Sorry.
On you, man.
Sorry, I know she knows the adult language and she knows I shouldn't be using it.
Bean was so funny when you left. I was like, how can you hear me? The headphones are on your cheeks, because her cheeks were just like this with the headphones. She was like, I can hear you now. I was so
by the way, I am liking the look. You're past Mountain Man now, because Mountain Man has a little bit of skin left on the beard. You're straight into what is this look that we're looking at, Amanda?
Oh, I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out.
I know you've passed Mountain Man.
Well, I think I've removed Mountain Man, actually, because I trimmed my beard so it's less out here.
Like music producer.
Yeah, music producer guy.
Yeah.
On a
That's
music
the vibe.
Guy. All right, good to know. Good to know.
Like indie music producer guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Indie music producer guy. That's
Look. The other squares on the Zoom don't change every week. Just the one.
There are things I cannot argue. That is one of them.
Yeah, there's not very much changes over here.
In the world, Noah, be the change.
Be the change. Even if it's psychotic, be the change.
Okay, let's do updates. Any update? I mean, there's a lot of businesses between three of us, so you give us an update on whatever you like.
Did we talk about the restaurant last week?
Your restaurant?
A restaurant.
A restaurant?
Oh, yeah. Oh, Amanda doesn't know about that,
I
though.
wasn't here last week.
It's okay. We don't
was just
need
me
to
and Noah
update
last
it because it's not happening.
Oh, no. What
We're
happened?
going to have a restaurant, but it's not happening.
No, I was brought on to a bar to revamp and redesign and redevelop it.
Oh, okay.
And that's not going to happen. I was under a different impression as to where they were. I thought they were ready for redevelopment, remodel, redesign, all those things, but they're having some, financial stuff, and
Right.
so that is not available to them. So we're gonna do some smaller things. Like I'm gonna do still do a cocktail pop-up there. I think I have some other ideas that might be able to help them like in the interim. But yeah, things change. That happens. That's life. It's all part of the game.
Are there feelings about this or no?
I mean, like, I wish we were in a different place so that we could make. I wish we were in a different place so I could make all of our dreams come true. But we're not there, and that's okay. That's life. And we'll do something else. And yeah.
But for right now, you don't know what's going to happen later.
Yeah, you never know.
You never know. Yeah. I mean, with all the 1,000,005 other things you got going on.
Exactly. I am going to do another cocktail pop-up soon, though.
You are?
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, you're keeping posted.
I'm going to do the menu is going to be called Meet Me in the Club.
Cute.
And it's going to be all club drinks that have been insanely elevated. So,
like a vodka soda.
Are you going to do like a vodka soda? What's the other one? A Long Island?
A Long Island.
I'm not going to do a Long Island. Long Island's for a different one.
Yeah.
I want to do a menu called White Girl Wasted, and it's going to be all like
Amanda, you have to go to that one.
it'll be like Long Island iced tea, cosmopolitan, espresso martini.
On the beach.
It'll be things like that. This is going to be like I'm doing right now I'm writing it's going to be a vodka cranberry. I want to do a white vodka cranberry with homemade cranberry juice, thyme, and vanilla.
Oh.
I'm going to do a whiskey sour. I'm going to do a rum and coke, which I think is going to be really funny. Because I want to do like a shot of rum with a little spoon with crushed up Coca-Cola candy on the spoon.
Cute.
And I think I'm going to add some food to it this time.
Oh.
So I was thinking about all the things that you eat when you get out of the club.
Mhm.
And so I was going to do like
Bacon wrapped sausage.
Taco Bell.
I was thinking, well, Taco Bell was on my list. I'm thinking like chicken fingers, French fries.
Fingers, yeah.
Like a donut.
Oh, and you're going to
or
do this in your
something.
apartment?
What?
You can do this in your apartment?
Are you making the food too?
No. I'm not going to make the food. I'm going to order the food.
Okay.
Yeah. That would be way too much for one human being to do.
Yeah. That sounds awesome. Like, keep me posted, please.
Yeah, that'll be good. Be a good time.
Heck yeah.
What else? What other updates can I give you? Red Flags app is completed.
Oh.
Hercules.
The app is physically done.
Awesome.
We're going into testing with real people to try it out and message one another and all that stuff.
Oh.
So I might send it to you guys and just, you just try it, just break it. You don't have to be single. You don't have, it's really just to like test the system and break it.
I got a couple single lady
Single
students.
and currently on Hinge, so give it to me.
Perfect. Yeah, I would love, I'll share the like test link with you guys. Yeah, test it out, try and break it. See, like everybody will get a link for the actual test version of it, and then everybody will get a link for like feedback essentially. You can tell me how it is and you try to break it and like click every button and message people and match with people and unmatch with people and all that stuff. So like, yeah, I'll share it with you guys. If you guys want to share it with your folks and your people to get more people testing it, that would be amazing.
It can't go, it's not public. It's just friends and family.
No, it could be public.
It can be public? Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Just let them know that it's a test version. It's not like the actual version. There is a subscribe button that says it's $5.99, but when you click it, it says this is a test. You won't actually be charged anything. There's no money involved yet.
That's exciting.
This is a big step.
Yeah. So we're close.
Yeah.
Does it feel like a big weight lifted or no?
No, the weight is piling on.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
The weight is piling on.
That's not going to change
No,
necessarily.
that's not going to change.
Yeah. Even when you're highly successful, I feel like that weight might still be there a little bit.
But it's nice to like pass that gate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean the phrase that I've given people, like I had somebody say like you're at the finish line or you're at the end, and I was like, bro, I'm almost out of the locker room. Like like we're almost to the starting line. Like
but it was a process. It was a process to get there.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. You gotta get dressed in the locker room and like stretch and stuff
and get pumped.
Crap.
Amanda, update.
Ooh, update. Let's see. March is crazy for me. I filmed my act creation program. Just finished filming all of their acts. They were so beautiful. It was amazing. This weekend, I am teaching a 2-hour transition workshop, which I'm super stoked about. And then I go to Vegas for Viva Fest the next weekend, and then Fire and Flight happens the weekend after that. And after our call here, I'm on the phone with Sweet Retreats. Funny enough.
Oh, yes. When are you going to go?
Well, I'm going to have a conversation first. And then lately I've been getting into bungee, so it's going to be bungee things. Bungee weird things.
I've been watching your videos. I will come take your bungee class because bungee is super fun.
Okay.
And I used to love bungee. I choreographed a bungee piece a long time ago, and it's like a ball.
So I may or may not have rigged the bungee cord to Alira.
Of course you did. Of course you did.
This is the problem with bungee, because once aerialists and teachers start playing with bungee, they're like, I want to attach this to everything. And like, that's what happens. Like, I put it on my span sets. I put it on straps. I was like, what else can I do with this?
Yeah.
Sweet Retreats.
Yeah.
That's amazing. You have a lot going on.
Yeah. I mean, no more than
always.
March is a little crazy town, only because the driving schedule sucks. But other than that, like, it's all good.
Yeah, you drive everywhere. I texted her because my friend and I wanted to go take an aerial class, and it was busy. Her class is fully booked. I know now because she's not staying at the loft for very long. And I was like, well, where else are you teaching? And she sends me Northern California and
everything
and Mexico. Everything. And I was like, oh my gosh, I have so much driving to do to go take her class.
You should hang with me the next 2 weekends.
Okay, I'm down.
Yeah, Viva Fest is going to be great. It's going to be like a big reunion, right, for the Vegas people.
Yeah, I saw the list of other judges and workshop people, and it's all people, not all, but it's a lot of my old coworkers from Zoo, which I'm Michael Jackson, sure. So I'm really excited.
My roommate did Viva years ago.
As a performer or as a judger?
As a performer.
Judge. There you go.
Yeah. I remember it well. In fact, I just helped her with her reel, so I watched it again.
Nice. That's amazing. Yeah, it seems like they've gotten more people this time around. I remember last year, because this is my 3rd year in a row judging, that we had longer schedules, like longer hours per day as a judge, and like we would have a floating judge that would like relieve us for like an hour break in between. But now this time around, we only have like a block of 5 hours, and then we're done, which is nice. We're not there.
Judging aerial is the same as judging dance for me. It's just like after a while, you're like, I don't even know what to say. Like, are you doing the voice recorder?
I wish we were. I hope that they.
Oh, see, that's better though.
Yeah. I
You
hope,
wish you were?
yeah.
Oh my God.
Because the way it works now is that there's, two sets of judges on either side, right? And so an Ariels will come on stage and say like this side is allotted to this girl. So they'll watch, she'll perform, and then when she's done, we write our critiques, we write our notes, and the only time we have is the other performance of the next person who these judges are taking on.
Mm.
So a lot of times it's like, oh, I don't have enough time, or if it wasn't in the moment because I'm watching everything and like you know what I mean? Like,
See, you know what's even worse though with dance, the couple of dance ones that I did in the past, is that you only had the actual performance.
what do you mean?
You had to do it at the same time, which is really freaking hard because you're just like, and then after a while, like I kept on just writing the same things. I'm like, oh my God, they're gonna really like. I hope they don't take this so much to heart because I'm kind of brain dead doing it, but that's the hard part, right?
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
The fear I always had with the dance, like I interviewed for a couple judge spots once, and like they would send you like videos and like do the recording as if you're a judge. And my friend, who honestly we should have on the show one time, who does like conventions and stuff like that. I asked her, I was like, how should I do this? And she was like, you have to be really nice, which is going to be unusual for you. Like you have to like when they come out, you're going to say like, hello, welcome to the stage dancers. Like you look fantastic. Love your costume. Like you have to be like that. And I was like, oh, fuck. So I'm like doing this recording and it took me a couple tries because my like, my like natural reactions would like take over every once in a while. I'd be like, oh, those were some good turns. Oh, she messed up. And then I'd be like, shit, I can't say that. It was really funny. And I was like, yeah, the whole like immediate reaction, like there's no filter.
That's hilarious. I mean, when you're the first couple, like the first hour, I could probably see that being a thing, but like kind of like Carrie said, it becomes so systematic that you're literally, it's easier to talk into the thing and be like, straighten your legs or like continue the line all the way through your feet, and.
I just feel like it's hard because if I got lazy on the one person, just didn't say very much or ended up saying more negative than positive, like that person would go home and like it'd be like gravity, that person, like they take it so to heart. Maybe not necessarily, but maybe I did when I was a kid.
Some do.
Yeah.
And I have a few that are very, very, very
like they take everything to heart.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get a tired judge.
Especially if they're making you do it for 8 hours.
Right.
Yeah. But I will say, like, the people who score really high, it doesn't matter what time they're doing it, if they're beginning at the end, and when we're exhausted. Like, the people that have scored the highest in the past 2 years that I've been there, like, really shine through. There was no
question.
It was like, there you are. Wow, that's it. Okay, 10. And we rarely give 10, if ever. And I've given 10s twice to two different people, and they were
was that you like 10 years ago?
What?
I'm just kidding. If you show a Viva
Did I
Fest,
give you
you
a
were like
10?
the one.
That's
Did you get a 10 like however many years ago?
You'd be like, nah, that guy, send him home.
I
I have said it before and I'll say it again. I told people what to do. I was never the person doing it.
And yet you do it.
That was my job.
Yeah, in my mind, that's not true, but I get where you're coming from because that wasn't your focus.
My job is to choreograph, direct, write, produce. Doing it, not so much. No.
But you do it. So, Carrie, what about you? What are your updates?
Oh, the year's very much fleshing out. Okay, hold on, Bean. Okay. Why do you have to come over here when I'm supposed to talk? I could have muted you this whole time.
Yeah, but I'm a ghost.
Okay, go ahead. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
go.
I'm a ghost.
Yeah, it's fleshing out. So I'm going to be back at Sky Candy in about a month. And then, of course, Sweet Retreats. And then going to do I was like the student council president for my high school class, and it's our 30-year high school reunion.
Wow. You really
No one's
signed
laughing.
up for life on that one, didn't you?
That's what I was. I know. I know. Basically, I was just like, this is the gift that keeps on giving because. But I only graduated with 60 kids, 60.
Oh,
That's
wow.
it. And I went to school with half of them since I was in kindergarten.
Oh, wow.
So it kind of makes sense. And I do actually like those people in a certain way. Like sometimes, like kind of.
certain way.
So I have to go to Ohio anyway, where I'm from. And so I'm going to teach a workshop there at one of the schools in Columbus. And then in DC over the summer. And then finally solidified with NECA for an 11-hour silks immersion in September.
That's amazing. Heck yeah. Are you staying with Serenity?
You know what? They have housing there. Like, I don't know if it's going to be a hotel or if it's going to be something, or if it's going to be just like an Airbnb type of thing.
Got it.
But I want to go to Vermont. I love the idea of going in September.
Yeah, that's a fairly good time to be there.
Yes, I'm really excited about that.
As opposed to February.
As opposed to like in the middle of like the winter. So it's exciting.
I think they do a photo shoot on the bridge.
Oh.
Ask them. I don't know. Yeah. But I think it's in September. It's either August or September. But you should.
Okay. You guys, I need new pictures. I need new face pictures. I need new body pictures. I need new pictures because I thought I would be kind of done with that. Now I'm not auditioning, but can I tell you how many people? Because I'm teaching.
Yeah.
Everybody wants pictures, and I'm using the same shit over and over.
Can we start calling headshots face pictures from now on? I think that's a much more professional way of doing it.
Well,
excuse me, we need your face picture.
I need to have a whole like new set of headshots that gives Carrie in this era.
Yes. Do it. Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
We'll need to do a photo shoot for this podcast.
We're going to do it sometime. You know, me and Asa are probably going to come back to LA like once every 6 months. So the next time we're just going to pray and cross fingers that we can all do it. We'll make it happen.
Okay. We never hit on the first one, the Big or Go Home.
Yeah. That
was Noah initially.
Where was that even coming from initially, Noah? Oh, your bar.
Yeah. Go Big or Go Home came from the bar. I guess I can intro it that way. So Go Big or Go Home came from the bar. It came from, I really just wanted to like test this thing and test the bar and like give this a shot. And I was just going to sort of rearrange my living room and like borrow my friend's couch and I wasn't going to go big. I was just going to go enough that people could enjoy it and people could enjoy the cocktails and it could be a fun time. And then, let's see, the event was going to be on Saturday. And on Thursday, I was walking through IKEA and I saw these 2-person bars that were made of stainless steel. And originally I really love the style of having a bar top. That is part of, I think, the experience for me with going to bars, with experiencing cocktails. Is sitting at a bar. And that's what I had originally wanted to do, but I was taming myself. I was like, okay, do less, relax. This isn't the end all be all, just start somewhere. Which I feel like has been my advice on another episode of this podcast, which is start somewhere. You don't need to have everything all at once. So without undercutting my own advice somewhere else, I saw these and I said, fuck it, let's do it. Let's go big. And I bought all these bars and I built them. I set up the whole living room and I turned the space into an actual bar. And I told a friend of mine about all of it. I told her that I was just going to do the living room. And then I just FaceTimed her and turned the camera around and showed her the living room as a bar. And she was like, yeah, that's on brand. And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, this is kind of what I expected you to do. I was surprised that you weren't doing it. And I'm glad you did it. And I was like, really? Am I a go big or go home kind of person? She's like, I've never seen you go home. I've just like only ever seen you just like go full out, full send, fuck it, throw it to the wind and make it happen. And I think that it's an interesting piece of this, like how, without undercutting my advice of like, just do it, Nike, sure. Without undercutting my advice of like, even if you don't have everything, try it, try to make it, do something, like make whatever it is, have the baby, right? Or have the baby conversation. Because if you wait until it's perfect, you never will. I was thinking about like, okay, what have I done like that was not a go big? And I thought about the circus and I was like, wow, that was a really go big. That was like yeah, this we're gonna full send this as hard as we possibly can. And from every little detail. Like I remember our first show, like I went out and bought like it's a small thing, but I bought like giant cardboard pieces of paper to like shove on the windows of the dance studio so that we could have the lights fully blacked out so that we could have normal lighting. And like that was something we absolutely did not need to do. It took me hours. I had to get on a ladder because the windows were like 20 feet in the air. And like it was ridiculous. Didn't need to do that. You know, didn't need to steal a bunch of lights from the theater department to like make them actually work. Like probably could have done it with something easier than that. Like we, you know, there was a lot of go big or go home on that first show. And I think that like there's something about it for me of like seeing an image fully realized. I think that part of it for me is really important because if of all the things that I have done, the experience is the most important part for me. And it's what I tell people in the restaurant world. It's what I tell people in travel. It's what I tell people with performance. Like everything to a certain extent is, well, I'm not going to say experiential marketing but it kind of is like, it's about the experience. Like your time at a restaurant, the reason why you have a good time at a restaurant, I think is narrowed down to three things. It's your product, it's the quality of your service, and it's your atmosphere. And all three of those things can be wrapped up in it's your experience. When you see a performance, it's your experience. I mean, I know we've all been to shows where we walk into a circus tent or we walk into a theater and we're like, okay. And then the show is really good, or maybe the show is really bad. And we're like, okay, that was my experience. When I walk into the Ka Theater, like my experience immediately changes as soon as I walk into that building. I'm like,
Zumanity too.
Whoa.
You walk in, you're just like, you're in a different place.
It's like, whoa.
Well, you were.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
But the story behind that stage. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Noah.
The Ka
stage.
Oh, Humanity.
Mm-mm.
It's supposed to. So on the side of the stage one, there's little peepholes that you can like look in, and you can see like risque pictures of body parts on the side of the stage. But the way the circle is supposed to look like a male and female joining together.
Oh.
Yes.
I didn't know that, but maybe it gave me the vibes of it.
Ooh. Yeah.
Subconsciously, you knew.
So that's the in the.
I think the idea of go big or go home can be very valuable to an artist in a particular part of their process. Like, for example, I was just thinking, I just saw a meme the other day and it made me think of you guys because it was just like a Post-it note and somebody had Sharpied like, just make it exist, period. You can make it good later. To get maybe an artist over the hump of like making the baby, putting it out in the world instead of like letting it live in their head or in their, workspace. Maybe that's all they need to go to the next step. And then the step you're talking about, go big or go home, maybe at least in my career, or in projects that I've done, like I've been at a place where it could either like skyrocket and I could really invest my time and all of myself into it, but I was hesitating. So like go big or go home can be very, very valuable. Just the idea of it, the concept of it, depending where you are in your process of whatever you're working on. I don't know. That's my thought on that. Amanda?
Yeah, there's two parts for me. One of the go big or go home kind of equates back to me to perfectionism of not putting the thing out there because it's just not good enough, or you feel like it can be better instead of just getting it out there. So that to me, but we've talked about that on previous episodes before. But to me, the actual go big or go home is putting all of your time, energy, resources into the thing that you're doing. Maybe not just in whatever step of the process, but like all eggs in one basket, so to speak. Like if you're deciding on, I want to do this as a career, now everything is shifted to making that one thing happen. That to me is go big or go home.
It's interesting because I know that is the case for a lot of people.
Mm-hmm.
And it's so not how I've experienced it. Like that I think, Carrie, didn't we talk about this last week? The idea of choosing one path.
Oh yeah. The idea of choosing one dream. Multiple dreams.
Yeah. Like that's obviously been the hardest thing for me. Like it's impossible to pick one thing. It's impossible to just like put all of my eggs in one basket and be like, this is the thing that I'm going to go do. I think it was easier with dance and it was easier with circus for a time. But even then it was like one topic, but I was choreographing, directing, I was teaching, I had all these different parts of it. There was no like, it wasn't all the eggs in one basket. For me, it's doing whatever it is, whatever that project is fully, right? So for me, like it was doing the bar to the fullest extent that I possibly could. Doing, maybe it's doing red flags to the fullest extent that I possibly can. Maybe it's, I don't know, pushing my marketing job to the fullest extent that I possibly can. It's not picking one of them and doing that one thing, but rather like focusing on that one piece within whatever it is the fullest that I can. If that makes any logical sense.
So much of our life as an entrepreneur, I feel like, even though I don't think of it this way when I'm like in my day, is actually prioritization. It's like figuring out what you're going to put your time into, when you're going to put your time into. Because the way I resonate with that, Noah, is that I might have all of my career eggs in one-ish basket because it all kind of feeds itself. Like it's not like red flags versus a bar. Those are two different subject matters. But like everything I do for my career is around aerial, whether it's in-person studio, I'm doing a workshop, I'm selling a course. It's all in one. But that doesn't mean I don't have all my eggs in my bean basket. Like as a mom, I'm still momming at like 110%. I'm still doing aerial at 110%.
Well, and now you have a real estate empire that's starting to build.
I have a real estate empire. Yeah, me and Ace have two houses. Can I tell you?
But that's the start. That's the start of That's the start of the empire, right? You got to start somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, you have to start somewhere. And can I tell you on a side note, I don't know if this is ever going to happen because Asa is kind of like, when he brought this up, he wasn't also thinking that, like, he's like, well, if there's a recession and the housing prices come down in LA, we should buy there too. But I was like, but if that happens, that means all our properties will also go down. Where are we going to get the equity from? Because that's where we'd be pulling our equity from. And I don't want a recession, knock on wood. But yeah, so I will be doing that as well. And then he's also has a regular job. He's producing, he's playing. And then he's like micromanaging the security around all of our homes, which is what he focuses on most of the time, which is so crazy. I mean, somebody has to do it, not me. But so how do we do this, you guys? Like, we're not getting any more time in our day. And we have, the reason why we do this is because we have such a fierce commitment to whatever we decide to put our time into. Amanda, how do you feel your time is going recently? Like, you're shifting your stuff around. Is it feeling good, or is it still not there yet?
I'm in transition so making changes to my schedule and making decisions on all of that is are the building blocks to that. But because I'm still doing a lot of the same thing, and I'm not quite into the schedule that I need to be in yet.
Yes.
It's still similar. It's similar to where it was before, like a few weeks ago when we spoke. But I'm actively making changes to that so that I can focus in. Because I'm very different from both of you in that regard. Like, I'm very single focused. I'm very single minded.
Yeah.
In that sense, where if I have a lot of my on my plate, I get overwhelmed very quickly. So I have to compartmentalize and shift over, right? But all of my eggs are essentially in my entrepreneurial basket right now. And so even though I have so many different tasks in so many little different compartments, it's all one basket to me, right?
Yeah.
And so
Yeah.
like me teaching at a space that I can't utilize for my basket necessarily, that has to shift, and that has shifted, right? So yeah, long-winded answer to your question of, in April, I will have more time and energy to focus on going big, all in.
Or going home. You know, Amanda, I was thinking about you when I was in LA, because Amanda actually did not get to see each other because our schedules are crazy. But I had an Amanda moment because those 3 days I felt like I was you. I was in my business 100%.
Yeah.
And I came home to a stack of work that I still haven't gotten through.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, if this was all the time. Because I have, because I have a kid, I can't be at the studio all the time. Like, I have all this time to get stuff done. I mean, I cannot tell you how many episodes. And I've produced 4 to 5 podcasts. So like, those episodes are weekly, So they just pile up. I was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, this is why I can't go to LA every 3 months. Like, I will not survive.
Yeah.
So, how about you, Noah? Like, you know what I was thinking about you, Noah? It's almost like, and I'm getting to know you through this podcast because we're already friends, but I feel like this podcast is very much like a worksheet for me, like of life, of work. Because every time we talk about something, it like brings up other thoughts that I have and makes me think about things differently. So what I'm learning about you, and tell me if I'm wrong, is that you focus on one thing and you go all in on it for a couple days to a couple weeks. And potentially then you switch it up and then you do the same thing for the next thing. And then, am I wrong? Or are you like, are all things open at all times and you're like switching in between them?
I think sometimes it's a mix of both, but the way that I was going to phrase it, Amanda, you made me feel something in the way that you just described your entrepreneurship basket, and that teaching at a studio that does not fit into that basket, that needs to change. You can still teach at a studio, but it has to fit into your entrepreneurship basket. And obviously there are different ways to do that. You just going and teaching class is not helpful, but you being able to teach class or teaching class and then working with those students at that studio on their pieces, that's part of your entrepreneurship basket. And I really like that way of thinking. For all of our listeners, for us, is that your basket does not have to be one job. Your basket does not have to be one topic. Your basket is entrepreneurship. I, to a certain extent right now, feel like my basket is entrepreneurship, in that there's a bunch of different businesses. There's a bunch of different ways that I want to be successful and make money. And some of them, like having a bar and running a social media management company, very different things, but they're both entrepreneurship. They're both and they're both creative to a certain extent, but they're in the entrepreneurship basket. To answer your question, Carrie, the thought that I had was, it's not necessarily that I do like a week or 2 weeks fully into one thing and then a week or 2 weeks fully into the next thing. I think that the way that I do it is, in terms of our go big or go home, is those hours that I'm working on the bar, and then those hours that I'm working on red flags, and then those hours that I'm working on marketing, I'm going big or going home in those hours. And they're all a constant, or they at least have been all a constant for quite some time recently. Now there's times where it fluctuates, right? If I don't have a cocktail event or I'm not doing a pop-up, there's less cocktail stuff to do. So I can focus more on red flags, or I can focus more on marketing. But I think that it's all sort of a constant, and it's just making sure that those hours that I'm giving to whatever I'm working on are fully towards that, are fully engaged with that, are receiving the most of my attention and they're in that entrepreneurship basket that Amanda talked about. I think that's a really good way of describing it, that as long as it fits into your basket, whatever that basket is. If your basket is dance, maybe you're performing, maybe you're choreographing, maybe you're teaching. All of those things fit into that dance basket.
Yeah, Bean is not in the basket.
Bean
is not in the basket.
Bean is
Bean is outside of the basket.
Bean
100%.
basket.
Can I tell you, we went to the zoo the other day because it's her spring break. It's been a week, you guys.
Okay.
After the kid goes to school and then they have spring break and they're with you at home, it's not the same as before because they were used to all this interaction at school. And now they expect that interaction from me. And I don't have that energy. It's not the same.
Can I tell him I'm the queen?
Yeah, you already told them that you're a queen.
I'm the queen.
Yep. And so we went to the zoo the other day, and I made the decision because she had so much energy to burn off, and I was like, I'm not going to get any work done at home. Our teacher was taking them to the zoo out of her own like sainthood that she has because she wasn't getting paid for it. There was a water park. So I went, and you guys, I tried to work on my phone. How successful was I?
0%. There's no way.
0%.
There's no way. No
so
way.
that's my struggle generally, but it's a struggle I wanted to have, and I'm in it with her. So it's all good. But here's to kindergarten next year, where I'll have from 7:30 to 3.
Yay!
And that happens.
Yay! But
like August, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Soon.
Yeah. Yeah. So you guys, I'm very much looking forward to that. We're moving because we bought a house, and there's a certain amount of work around that, which is also not in my basket. And so we'll move, and then the summer, but I'm looking forward to my entrepreneurial life having very much more time next fall. But I love watching you guys because one problem that I had before Bean was oddly getting my stuff done. Like I think that it is very much a struggle for people to get stuff off the ground. We're all the same when it comes to like we work more hours than a regular person who has a regular job. Do you see your friends struggling with that? And I'm not talking about somebody who has a kid. I'm talking about just your friends who are either struggling artists or trying to get something off the ground. Like, do you guys know a lot of people who are in that stage?
Who have a 9-to-5 or who do not?
No, who are like us, but like earlier in the process and like just struggling to like be productive.
I think it's the same struggle. I think.
Okay.
I mean, it's the same struggle that I remember having in New York. It's just a different.
Which is what?
The feeling of
which struggle?
Of what the fuck do I do now? How do I do this? Where the hell do I go from here? What the hell is happening? Trying to get a grip or handle on anything that was going on, but like waking up in the morning being like, this is it. This is what I'm doing today. this is the direction I'm going. And I think that I don't know if there's a point. I mean, I don't know if there's a point in life where you just are like, okay, cool. I feel like I have time to do this. But I know when I graduated high school, when I graduated college, like every single time I was like, I'm out of time. I have to do this right now. Like it's got to happen today. And I still feel that. Like every day I'm like, fuck, why aren't I here? Why haven't I reached this point?
But I feel like you've arrived in the fact that like you know what you want to put your time towards. Like, you know what I'm saying? I think that is consistent for three of us. In general, I mean, Noah, even though you haven't decided a lot of things, you have fully developed, you're on the road to developing an app. You have like 10 other fleshed out businesses. You're not at the beginning.
I think we said this in the last week. We were talking about the authentic thing.
Do you have to go right now, or can you put a button on it?
I can put a button on it.
Yeah, you put a button on it.
You put a button on it.
Okay.
Yeah.
As far as the question is, as I come in contact with people, artists specifically, who have made a decision of what they want, they just don't know how to get there. And so that's been a consistent thing. But I think that figuring out what you want is the first step, kind of like how you were saying before, Carrie, and then just getting something out there, even if it's asking a question to somebody who has done it before, is that next step. I don't know necessarily how that ties into go big or go home, but I think finding a basket to place an egg in is a good start.
Thank you so much for tuning in. You can find Amanda Ritchie at Grounded in Flight on Instagram and at Noah Doc on Instagram, as well as Red Flags app. And me, Carrie Wee, you can find at wrapyourheadaroundsilks.com. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. We have so much more coming at you, including guests that are in this art world, that are blazing their way through new businesses, and, you know, just more banter from us. Thank you for listening. This is The Artist Entrepreneur.